Okay, sup guys? Here's the usual 9 o'clock Monday streaming. I can't wait for the season to start. And I'm gonna apologize for now. My voice is not working great today, so I do apologize how my voice sounds. But when the season starts, Monday streams are gonna be awesome because what I want for Monday streams are venting time for you guys to tell me everything you love, everything you hate about that Sunday night or Sunday game. I'm not gonna stream right after the game. A lot of people stream right after the game. I like to put my notes together, try to get my emotions a little bit down before I start commenting because when everybody's emotional, sometimes we say things and you're like, man. Now that I look at it, not necessarily true. So, anyway, Max Murphy, thank you for coming. Max 410, thank you for coming. Baltimore Boy, what up, man? Thank you for coming. Raven 76, thank you. Jay Will, Josh Abram, everybody, thank you for coming. We are gonna have live calls later in the show. I'm gonna have our usual Southern. What up, man? Thank you for coming. So yeah, later on we're gonna open the phone lines and you guys are gonna be able to call. So yeah, if you're interested in calling, that opportunity is gonna happen later on today. But I wanted to discuss, talking about the game from last week, and I put a video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I haven't done reaction videos in our live stream because I want to make sure. A lot of people have said like, "Oh my God, your videos are so long." Okay, well my videos are long. They're live stream, right? And as the season start, I'm gonna do something similar to what Nua does with the Edge. I'm working on the name, preview of the game, and then we're gonna have like love and hate. That's what I call my segment preview. But I want to still have every Monday at 9 live stream. And if Mondays at 9 doesn't work, let me know what days are better, and we can change it at any time. And I'm still gonna be doing the Nubo podcast. So, well, that's coming anyway. So, Thursday was a really good game. I felt like Lamar has some really good threats. I didn't like a couple of his throws, but for the most part, I saw what I wanted to see. I was surprised that he ran that one play. When he ran, damn, he looked good. So that was really good. Moore keeps playing really, really good, super solid. Obviously, all the running backs play extremely well. I was happy with all the running backs, to be honest. Judon was hustling. McPhee was hustling. Neither of them were really rushing. We're getting there on the rush side. I felt like not Rogers, Kaiser. Kaiser had too much time and sometimes. And this takes me to the point that I wanted to make today or started the show is our slot corner Taylor Young is out. And I saw a post of him saying like, "Oh, man, not out for the year yet." The reality is that is a very tough injury. It's something that is no joke. Hopefully he can recover quickly. So we need him back. If not this year, next year. We just signed him to a 4-year, $40 million, I think it was. So it's important for him to be back. Okay, slot corner. You can put in the comments who you think is gonna be the slot corner. But last week's who started in slot corner? Cyrus Jones. And I know you guys love Cyrus Jones. He's a Baltimore kid. And I have no problem with him, to be honest. He seems like an awesome guy, awesome dude. Never been a fan of him on the return side. He has good vision. My biggest problem with him is he doesn't know when to attack the ball. So he catches the ball if the conditions are great, right? That's problematic. I don't think he trusts his hands all the way. Now, again, he started the game in the slot corner. And, dude, that slot position was eating us up. It was eating us up. I don't know the dude's name from Green Bay, but oh my God. I mean, there was a time that we were like 3rd and 2nd, 3rd and 3rd, something like that. Here's Jones giving them a 7-yard cushion. Like, dude, what are you doing? It's 3rd and 3. And the guy ran 2 yards, did a slant. Easy completion, first down. That was the first down that we allowed, and then it went off. But again, Cyrus Jones got exploited through the middle. I don't like him in the slot. I like Levine in special packages, but not on every down slot. I saw people talking about Brandon Carr. I'm not a big fan of Brandon Carr there. Not a big fan of Jimmy Smith there. The guy that I would like for them to try in the slot is Averett. Quick, tough guy. He doesn't necessarily find the ball, which he struggles more with the deep throw, in my opinion. But in the slot, there's not that, deep throw scenario that you have to worry about as much. So he can bump him around. He's physical. He plays hard. I would like for them to give him a shot before Cyrus Jones. So let me see here. Donald Williams, what up, man? Again, my voice is very manly today. So here's Josh Abrams saying, hope they switch a slot. Is Carr 1, Cyrus 2, Averett 3rd. So you want Carr for... Well, I think they should try Carr, but I just think you need somebody that's more shifty. You need somebody that is quicker. Carr can stay with receivers for the most part. He's just smart. But in the slot, there's a lot of shiftiness. I don't know if Carr has it. I don't think Jimmy has it. I don't trust Cyrus. Again, with what I saw, I will say I'll trust Kennedy before I trust Cyrus. It's just me. I think Kennedy making plays in the slot before. So Murphy said Justice Hill is making some really... Oh, man, Justice Hill played good. He looked fast. Oh, so Ingram looked like he was gliding. Like literally wasn't even taking steps. He was just gliding. Hill was just... Dude is impressive. Like the speed is another level. So and that's what I'm saying. I think Kennedy won't be bad. I love the nasty cuts behind the line. Yes, he's a big body. The Nail, what up, man? Thank you for coming. Let me see. Raven 76 B more says, to all my Ravens fans living in South Florida like myself, join Florida Flock, a group strictly for Baltimore Ravens fans. They organize events, tailgate, and participate in game day. That's awesome. Yeah, if you're in the Florida, in the South, check out that. Is it a Facebook group, Ravens 76B more, or is it a Twitter group that you guys have? Garden Sight, what up, man? Thank you for joining. And Quantum Agent, what up? Thank you for joining. Again, we're gonna do live calls later on. So, like I was saying, Kennedy actually have made some plays, which is I love. I love that he's making plays before a couple years ago from slot. I think that's his position more than the outside. Not as good as Tavon Young. Again, I would like to see them try Everett. So for me, it would be Averett, Kennedy, and then Cyrus Jones. I think again, I'm not trying to hate on the kid. I don't trust him. Okay, so now. Another thing that came out of the castle, not the castle, I guess from Philly, that Hollywood had some problems, right, today. And I saw some fans freaking out. I'm like, guys, there's two things here. One, he's a rookie. I'm going to keep saying this throughout the year for the rookies. He is a rookie. Second, coming out of a big injury, or injuring his foot, which is not good. It's not easy to recover from wide receivers. The dude is getting contact for the first time. If I'm a corner, first thing I would do is I would jam him. Remember when people were asking like, what is the first thing you want to see from Hollywood? I said I want to see how when a corner jams him, how he reacts. I want to see how he reacts as soon as a corner pushes him out. As soon as a corner just brings him, pushes it, makes him reroute, because then your foot gets planted a little bit harder, more harsh. So Harbaugh said that he was getting used to the whole speed of, I don't not say the game, but with the other corners. He's been playing for the most part. I know he did full participation one day and the Ravens practice, but for the most part, all the rave that we have been talking is just individual drills for the most part. So that being said, what I want to tell you guys is just we need to relax with Hollywood. Hollywood will be good. Hollywood will be fine as soon as they start. As soon as he gets the rust out, he'll be great. Let me see here. So Raven76 says it's a Facebook again. So if you're in the Florida side, check Florida Flock. Quantum say, you think Brown will finally debut? I think he will play some plays on Thursday. He needs to, because I don't think he will play the following week. So a couple plays. I don't think he will play as much as Lamar. Obviously, he's a quarterback. He doesn't get out. But my point is, as soon as if Lamar plays for a good half, which is what I'm hoping, I think Holly will play maybe for a quarter. Marcus, what up, man? Do you think we beat the Eagles? So the Eagles is one of those things that are interesting now. The Eagles have depth, which is what the Ravens have. That's why the Ravens are so good in the preseason. Because it's not only our top first teamers, our second teamers are really good still. The Eagles have that. So I think this will be the most competitive. It's a good test for McSorley. McSorley will have a better competition with the twos than he has had before. Also, because I wanted to talk to you guys about Joe Flacco. And I'm not going to do this throughout the whole year, but I was watching him before we came. And my guys, I know a lot of you guys, not necessarily you guys, but in Twitter, people are like, oh, Flacco, go to the playoffs. Noob was a big proponent of Flacco going to the playoffs. I don't think so. Because of that O-line. If you saw that O-line, oof, my God, that's horrible. The kid of the left tackle, Bowles, he's horrendous. They need to kick him out. Flacco looked uncomfortable. He made some good plays for the most part, but he did screens and check downs, not check to the flat. He had a good pass in the middle, like a 20-yarder, like that. He actually escaped on another one, like a 7-yard pass, and a deep one that got called back because of the left tackle hold. So Flacco had his moments, but for the moment, I mean, he looked like Flacco. But the problem is, this is not an indictment on Flacco. This is more, that O-line is bad. So, anyway, I hope him the best. Hopefully he makes me eat my words. Hopefully he makes the playoffs. Hopefully we play him in the playoffs. But, yeah, I don't think it's happening. Not with KC and the Chargers in the division. And not with that O-line. Anyway, so, let's talk about the Eagles. Eagles game. Johnny William, what up, man? So Eagles is gonna be, I'm hoping it's a great game. Let's start with this game, and you saw my thumbnail. I have Brandon Williams and Stanley. I think those are the two positions I want to see the most. Receivers and all the other stuff, yeah. But O-line is facing a hell of a D-line. Right? Jernigan's, Malik Jackson, oh my God, the dude from Tennessee, they drafted like a Graham, Cox, and I'm missing one more. A really, really, really good D-line, plus they have depth behind them. It's one of the best defensive line in the league. So I want to see, Illuminor had a really good game. And something that I want to make sure you guys know, even the players that I like, when I need to critique them, I'm sure we'll critique them. And when I need to praise a guy that I just haven't been high on, I will praise it. Illuminor had a hell of a game. So I want to see Illuminor against that top defensive line, probably the top 3 defensive line in the league. I want to see how Zeus plays in that right tackle side. And I want to see the center. I want to see how Skura plays. So in general, that O-line, I want to see how they're matching. Last week, for the most part, they had a fairly good game. So I want to see that. And then the flip side, the Eagles have one of the best O-lines in the league as well. So, how are my pass rushers looking? I would say Sack Daddy look a little bit better again. But he's not getting there, but at least he's pressuring. So I want to see Judon and McPhee. Are they getting there? Are they at least getting pressures? Also, I want to see my interior. I want to see Wormley, Henry. Where are they? Are they pushing? Are they pushing? Are they giving pressure through the middle? And then I want to see Pierce and Brewell sucking at least 2 blockers, right? If you're getting 2 blockers, that means one blocker cannot contain them. That's a success played by both of them. So, yeah, I want to see Jared Willis. I want to see Mack. I want to see Zyler. I want to see all the other guys, but I still want to see that first team defensive line. And that's the first thing. No, I think Marcus, they cut Tim Jernigans, and I thought they brought it back. Could be wrong. Illuminati got hurt today. Illuminati got hurt today. Are you talking about James Illuminor, Josh? Let me know, cause I mean I obviously I didn't read that, so but I will be good to know that. Oh, by the way, before I keep going, if you can, before we start this stream, somebody already gave me a thumbs down. So if you can, give it a thumbs up and share this video. On the road to 500. As soon as we get to 500, there's gonna be a giveaway. Maybe I do it on a live. I haven't done a giveaway on a live event, so I might do it on a live. But yeah, if you can, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Anyway, so I didn't hear that. So if a Luminar got injured, then I want to see Powers, right? But again, that O line has to play. This D line is no joke. So I was saying the same thing on the other side. Why Philly so good? Their trenches are really, really good. Corners are okay. Linebackers, in my opinion, they're okay. But that D line helps that secondary a lot. And the offensive line is so good that helps the quarterback and the receivers. Now, if Wentz plays, which I'm not sure if he's gonna play or not, but Wentz tends to hold the ball a lot, so that helps our rushers. Okay. And the other position I want to see is they are really good on the slot corner side. I'm blanking on the guy's name from USC. Man, the first round pick out of USC. If you guys remember his name, you can put it there in the comments. But this dude is really good. Damn, I'm blanking his name. I need to look. Let's see. Eagles. Oh my god, I'm hating life right now. Yes, Eagles. Nelson Aguilar. Thank you, Google. Okay, so Nelson Aguilar is really good. So who's gonna defend Nelson Aguilar? Who's gonna defend Zach Ertz if he just pushes there on the slot, right? That position is critical. Again, in my opinion, what they should do, if the starters for Philly will play a first half completely, they should rotate guys, right? Because it's a preseason. They should give a try to Sarge just against. I didn't like what I saw for him. They should also try Kennedy as a way for Kennedy to make this team, and Averett. I want to see Averett there. The reality is our secondary is not going to look good, in my opinion. I'm not expecting Jimmy Smith probably to play. I don't know if Carr will play, but if Smith and Tavon don't play, that pushes Averett to the outside. If I was them, I would just put anybody there on the outside, just so I can try Averett on the inside. Later on, Averett needs reps. Later on, you can put him on the outside. So let me see here. Jared, what up, man? Thank you for joining. Let me see. Sutton says, you think Peanut has a breakout season considering he's linebacker 1 and will be wearing it? I think Peanut will have a hell of a year. A couple of reasons. His closeness is there. He has to learn a lot. Not only by Mosley, when he played with Mosley. Zach Orr's in the team, right? So Zach Orr knows what it is to be undrafted and push through, and in his third, fourth year ball out, we can see the flashes from Peanut last year. So I'm expecting this year to take it another level. He knows he's the de facto leader over there, and he seems to enjoy that, which I love. Bohr and Kenny Young for me right now have been looking okay at best. So we'll see how everything translates as we go. My boys from Berlin BS, what up, guys? Let me see here. So my boy from Berlin BS, and if you haven't checked, give me a second here. If you haven't checked out his channel, check it out. They do live streams every Tuesday. If you're a Ravens fan, University of Maryland's fan, what else? Oh, Baltimore fan. Check him out. So I haven't checked much about McCary, Berlin BS, if I'm completely honest. So I'm not sure. I think they brought him just for depth right now. They look, bored being with a concussion. Concussion can linger. Concussion can linger for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Who knows, right? So I think they're just bringing him for depth. So it's Modius. What up, man? Thank you for joining. Brendan Tillman. By the way, shout out to you. You always comment on my videos, so thank you for joining. I think Patrick is better than CJ Mosley. I think Patrick could be. CJ Mosley was a thumper. CJ Mosley got a bad rep. So Berlin saying that we'll see on this game. I think after this game, there's a lot of things that we can predict a little bit better. Again, on the left guard, especially if Illuminor went out, I want to see Powers. I want to see anything that they think they can have a shot to be a starter. If we're gonna push one half with the starters, they should rotate that left guard. You know, a whole series with this guy, another series with that guy. I just want to see somebody needs to take this job, right? I was saying here. Oh yeah, Mosley, in my opinion, gets a bad rap. Now, for me, I don't care about Mosley anymore. He's in the Jets. Hopefully, he has a good career. Minus when he plays the Ravens. Like the dude, I don't blame him for taking the money, but Mosley was a hell of a linebacker. Can I cover on man on the passing plays? Yeah, most middle linebackers couldn't. Tell me how many can. They're not many. 2 or 3 maybe. When he was in zone coverage, he was really good. That's why he has picks throughout his career. The reality is under Wink, we don't do much zone coverage for the linebackers or for anybody. So he was better in my opinion, he was better under the beam piece system than he was under the Wink. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Sonny, what has Cyrus done for the coaching staff? Is Marcus, I think what Cyrus has done is he's really good. Once he has the ball, if there's a gap on the punt return, he hits it really good. Other than that, I'm on the record from the playoffs. I thought one of the big reasons in the playoffs our loss was Cyrus Jones. There were so many punts that were hitting our own 40, and for some reason this dude wasn't attacking that ball. At least for cash, we were losing 20 yards. Right? It's like, what are you doing, dude? You go attack that ball. That's 20 yards right there. We get it in the 40. We don't have to move that ball that much for Tucker to be in field goal range. So, obviously, he had that in the first game, that pick 6. And, I mean, it was a good play. He jumped the route. But again, Thursday, when he played against number 1s on the slot side, corner, I didn't like what I saw. That's my opinion. Again, we'll see. Maybe, again, and I will admit when I'm wrong. Maybe he comes out and he just balls out. Maybe he comes and balls out, and great. The coaches has to be seeing something, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. So let me see here. Real MBS in the building. Yeah, no, for real, guys. I love Fred. He's my boy. I have tailgate with him. Also, Scott. If you want to hear a guy full of BS, when you are listening to the show tomorrow through Facebook. So the other thing is they stream on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. When you see them, say, Scott, are you again putting all that BS? By the way, Sonny says hi. Just throw that there. He will love it. He will laugh. Every time I'm there, obviously sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But every time I'm there, I give him, because, he is full of BS. Yeah, Gerald, ask any questions, man. Any questions you want. Yes, so Alaka, as I'm going through the comments, Alaka, and I'm going to be opening the phone line soon. Alaka, in my opinion, has, if you tell me, Sonny, who is your top candidate to make the team? Alaka. For sure it's Alaka. AJ will be back when the Bengals play the Ravens. Good. I don't want any excuses, Cincy Bengal fan. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming. I know you like to troll. It's fine. But AJ Green is a beast of a receiver. No doubt. AJ Green, and this is just a parenthesis on Bengals stuff. The Bengals are the team, in my opinion, with the worst luck. And I have a guy that I talked to from the Bengals, so another YouTuber, and dudes can't catch a break. They cannot catch a break. So I think the Bengals have talent. The Bungles, yes, the Bungles, but they cannot catch a break. I love Jonah Williams. Anyway, that's enough about the Bungles. They were talking. They were talking him taking the place of T Young. I know, and I said I don't like that. I don't like Cyrus. I don't like Cyrus as a slot corner. I started that earlier in the stream. That I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan in coverage at all, but especially in the slot. I guess again, go back. If you guys can do me a favor, you go back and watch. I don't know, the first 5-10 minutes whenever we're on offense or defense, and watch how much we were getting exploited through that slot corner with Cyrus Jones with the number ones. I don't like it. That's just, again, it's just me. I don't like it. I know a lot of people say, why you always hating on Cyrus Jones? Because I do it on the punt as a return man. I like the other kid better, number 39. But I can live with him as a punt returner. And you will still hear me criticize him. I don't like him as a return guy. So Berland says, Cyrus, serving coverage, yes. Scared to catch the ball, yes. Has time, but Kennedy is much better option. I think, yeah. So everything that Berland said is correct. What Kennedy does is he's more consistent. Is he great? No, but he's consistent. Again, I would like to see Averett. Parentheses there or asterisks. I never see Averett in the slot. I just want to see how he plays. Then Kennedy, because I seen some Kennedy play in the slot, and he's not bad. I just people remember about up the Boyd when we lost to the Bengals, where Kennedy was playing that slot, and then Cyrus Jones, and I might even try another guy before Cyrus Jones. Willis is a lock. Yeah, Willis is up there too, and Wesley. I just think of all three, the one that shows me the most, it is Alaka. Asmodeus, I don't know why your comment got blocked, to be honest. Let me see if I can see why. Yeah, I this thing doesn't even show me. My grandma could catch 3 passes for 90 yards. Marcus. Poor grandma. But yeah, maybe. I would say I can catch probably against Cyrus. Again, early in the game, there was a play that all they need is 3 yards to make a first down. Here's Cyrus 7 yards off the ball. Because they probably feel like he's going to get burned otherwise. So, again, he hasn't been the same since he's formed the team. Now that the Dolphins got into... Wait, I must have lost something. Wait. Berland says, Willie hasn't shown up much yet, Marcus. He was my guy going into the preseason. But I had this... I said, and I'm on record, I said that I thought Mac will make it over Willis if both of them are healthy. But I also said one of them is gonna go and walking into some parking lot. I know the Orioles are famous for this. Get into that pothole, ankle sore, IR. Hear that first year. So Smodius, I'm not super vulgar, but I'm not super clean like my boy in Raven. Shout out to Raven. Every time he has me in the channel, he's always like, whoa, we have to watch it. Love to do, by the way. Let me see here. Gerald says, how do you think Jimmy Smith will do? Jimmy Smith will be solid. To be honest, Jimmy, if he's healthy, he will be solid. Our safety tandem is excellent. Jimmy Smith is really, really good. The problem that I have, this is not a knock on you, Gerald, but most of us in the Ravens fandom, if he allows 2 catches back-to-back, doesn't matter the corner, it could be Humphries, although Humphries is in a very good space with the Ravens fan base. If any of the other corners allow a couple catches, like, oh, you see, he's horrible, blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, corner is hard. If the pass rusher doesn't get there and they're throwing the ball fast, It's gonna be hard for all the corners. It is. It's just the good thing is we play them tight for the most part, and Jimmy Smith is good on playing them tight. My reality is, I think as the team is right now, they're gonna go against our slot. That's our weakness, and it's sad because we'll see. We'll see again. I want to see Averett. But yeah, I think Jimmy Smith should be solid. He wants to be in his best behavior because he wants to have a contract next year again. He's a free agent, so. You see, Baltimore 410 says Ravens will sweep the Bungles. I think so. Willis got banged up today in practice as well. Oh, look, I'm saying it. Mac actually has looked fairly good. I like what I've seen from Mac. Flashes here or there as a backup nose tackle. I'll take him. And we really don't have anybody beefing up behind Pierce, so we'll see. You see here, Josh Abrams says Kennedy was nice in the slot when he played back in Baltimore. Yeah, and so exactly. 2 years ago, he played well in the slot, in my opinion. Javon B, shout out to you. Thanks for coming to the live stream. What do you think of Sean Monster? I didn't catch the last game. I like him through camp. Okay, so what I saw through camp, and he actually had a couple good catches throughout the 2 games that he's played. When I saw him in the return side, to be honest, in the punt side, he looked okay. On the receiving side, I know that the big thing with him is he's a short white dude, and everybody sees that and they're in the slot, and they're like, Wes Welker, Edelman. Can he be that in the future? Maybe. I don't know. But when I was seeing him in camp, nah, he would make a play here or there. For the most part, he wasn't consistent. He was dropping some balls. He was and to practice that I went, I wasn't looking so comfortable either. So I think if he makes it, we'll be in the practice squad. But I don't think he even makes it in the practice squad, to be honest. So let me see here. As Moody says, I can be pretty vulgar, dude. I try to keep it clean. No, that's what I'm saying. Not super vulgar, but I occasionally throw a shit, and I can do that in Team Keep It Clean channel, but in here, stuff happens. The only time that I was super vulgar was in Joe Nubel's channel when I was with Chips, and Chips and me were debating. This was pre-draft, and F-bombs just came out of the shelf. My English got really good. When I'm mad, my English gets really, really sharp, really, really on point. So you can check that out somewhere in Nubel's channel. Okay, let me see here. I'm pretty... Okay, don't forget to like this video. Yeah, thank you, Sudden Death. In Ravens team, keep it clean. Sonny when pissed. Yeah, again, yeah. Anyway, Smoothie says, do you think Jimmy Smith will be on the team next year? I think if Jimmy Smith is in a team-friendly deal, nothing breaking the bank, yes. Because the reality is, I like Averett. I don't think Jimmy and Carr will both be on the team next year. One of them will not be here. You have Marlon, you have Averett, maybe on the other outside, but then who, right? Imam Marshall, I think, is ways away to be a contributor in this team. So you bring Jimmy, and then you still have that 3, right? You need some depth, because in theory, what you should be looking next year, regardless where you draft, as of right now, corner and pass rush are gonna be high for the defensive side. Receiver, we'll see, because a lot of receivers are free agents. But yeah, we see here. I was hoping Willis is our annual non-draftee. Maybe. Marcus, I'm just saying, if I take, because I love Wesley too, but if I take for what they have been playing, Alaka has showed the most, no doubt. Wide receiver, do you think? Let me see here. I understand what you're saying. Okay, good. Sometimes I don't make too much sense, Gerald. So thank you. That's good. What receiver do you think will build the most chemistry with Lamar? It's a good question. They're force feeding Boykins. I think the coaching staff loves Boykins. Boykins I like what I seen. Again, for a 3rd round pick, and keep saying this, you're gonna see me criticizing players, but I do give a pass to the rookies. They are rookies. Anyway, Boykins is being force fed, but if I take the Titans out, I think Snead. I think Snead. This was who? Oh, Southern. I think Snead, because Snead is that shame move where he makes himself available for Lamar and then fights for a lot of yardage. So he will help Lamar just keep those chain moving. So I think at the end of the day he will be making. I think the chemistry will be more with him than with the others. I think Hollywood maybe at the end of the year, but maybe for the next year. So if you say Berlin, I was pulling for Marshall, but Sonny is right. Mac has outplayed Willis so far. Only one make the roster, I think. The undrafted guy for me is hands down Alaka. Yeah, for at least for now. And the other thing, guys, is how you make the roster as an undrafted is on special teams. And Alaka has been playing good special team. The guy that I like, Wesley, he played gunner in one of the games, and the dude got manhandled. So Wesley's a good candidate for practice squad. To be honest, the more that I think about it, McSorley might be a practice squad guy. I like what I've seen from McSorley, but do you really think any team is gonna rush to put him in the active squad? I don't think so. So you can probably shelve him in the practice squad for now. I appreciate that, Marcus. So we're gonna start opening for phone calls here. Let me see here. Remember, mute the stream when you call, and if I'm talking, just give me a second while I finish anything I'm saying. And if somebody's on the line, then I'm sorry, I cannot do multiple calls. I'm not that fancy. Okay. Sporty says, honestly, I like Carr Smith, and Carr doesn't get hurt, so it might be Carr. How's it going, bro? Thank you for joining the live stream. By the way, also, for the people that are in the fantasy league, the reason why I cannot do a Twitter group or whatever is a couple of you are only on IG, a couple of you are only on Twitter, and I have a couple that are on Facebook. So you guys are all over the place. So just be checking for the ones that are in the fantasy league. Check the league. I forgot already, and I can do it before the live stream ends. I forgot what date and time we had the fantasy league. So whenever that is, it's there. I think it's I don't know. I can't even pretend that I remember. I'm in 4 leagues right now. Okay, so here it says, Josh says, trying to tell you Everett and Amon are for Jamie and Carr. Amon is far. I think Amon is far. That the pick that I like the least. So, in my opinion, he's hurt too. Everett, I think Everett has potential. Everett needs to learn how to find the ball when it's out there. So, let me see here. As what he says, I think Judon has the attitude for Beamer. I laughed when he shoved that QB last year. I love Judon. If I was a betting man, he's not here next year. I can discuss more if you guys want to, but I don't think he's here next year. Javon B says, do you think we should resign Pina or Judon? Pina is better in my opinion, but we are thin at pass rush. Okay, so this is going to what I was telling Asmodeus. I think if you tell me which are the two, Peanut, unless for some reason Chris Bohr and Kenny Young just ball out and you're like, I don't need Peanut. But I think Peanut, if Zadarius Smith got 17 mil, I think Jordan will get more than that. I love both of them. I don't think neither of them are worth that much money. So I think Jordan is out next year. Unless for some reason his price collapses. But reality is a team over there in Oakland, the Heat, was a nightmare for them. A team like that is going to pay. And a team that needs pass rush, it will pay them. It will pay Jordan some money. Because it's not Khalil Mack money, but it's a lot of money. So I think the need is more in the pass rushing side, but again, I don't think the Ravens. So let's put it like this: I don't think front office under Eric DaCosta wants to mortgage the future as much as Aussie used to do. That's why you didn't see us pushing for Judon, or not Judon, on Z and Mosley. So this is what I think. I think if Peanut contract gets reasonable, we keep Peanut, and I think it will. You're probably looking into the 8 to 10. That's what I think with Peanut. We'll see if he has a hell of a year, Pro Bowler. Then we can talk about more money. But for now, 8 to 10 should be good. Anyway, phone lines are open, like I said. Hold on here for a moment. Okay, my bad. Let me see here. Birdland BS says Eman was the biggest head scratcher pick for last year. Yes, he was. Neither are worth that kind of money. Good players, not great. Somebody will overpay. Yes, just because we have good cap space doesn't mean we should be stupid with it. Yes, I agree with that too. Sorry for a moment here. Yes, I agree with everything that Berlin stated there. We don't need to. You know who we need to do? We need to extend Stanley. Stanley is a must in my book. Stanley is a must in my book. Who else? If you're gonna keep Jordan, you're probably gonna. I don't know how much the franchise tag will be for him. But the reality is, it's probably going to be cheaper. How contracts... Any player that hits the free agency, you're going to overpay for them. Stanley would be good next year because he still had the 5th-year option. So you can extend him and then just lower that cap hit throughout. So Javon B said it too there. So Snead should not break up the bank. And I think Snead likes it here. Snead is a good player. A chain mover. A guy that I like a lot. So, in my opinion, Snead is another. Again, unless he just collapses this year on his play, I think Snead should be kept. So, Marlon is going to his 4th year. So, what happens with Marlon is next year you're gonna see them picking the 5th-year option. No doubt. And then, not next year, but the following year where he's going to his 5th year, that's the time. That's the time that you go ahead and pay him. Basically extend him after the 5th-year option. But yeah, Marlon's going to break up the bank. Now, I don't know what Marlon hasn't been not to a Pro Bowl, but if that happens, obviously, ka-ching. Sorry. I've been told that I hit the table too much, and I do apologize for hitting the table too much, because a couple of you guys have been like, "Oh my God, I tried to listen, but that banging on the table." So I'll make an effort to not hit the table as much. Sang, what up, man? Thank you for joining. Another guy that keeps a lot of comments in the comment section, so I appreciate all the love. Who do I have in the line?
Hey, this is Modis.
Smodius, what up? Guy, give me a thumbs up if you can hear Smodius. What up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing, man. I'm trying to fight this cold. So you know how it is.
You should do a hot toddy, man.
It's a bad idea. Anyway, so for Smodius, sorry. Couple of things. What do you like about the last game, and what are you looking for this game, preseason game number 3, which is the best preseason game to watch? What are you looking for?
So I was only able to watch the. Unfortunately, I was only able to watch the highlights when it came to this last game.
Okay.
I was actually hiking over in the mountains, so I didn't get a chance to watch the whole entire game.
Okay.
But I mean, like for this game, I want to see if Lamar can turn the tides on his deep ball, because I mean, if he's able to nail that down, defense is going to be really dangerous, and I think that's really I feel like that's the one piece that's kind of missing.
The deep throw. Okay, I thought the deep throw he threw on Hurst wasn't horrible. Obviously, still out of bounds. He definitely the other pass to Snead was questionable. The pass to Moore was those were in my opinion three worst passes. Well, no, there was another one on Hurst that was behind. So in my opinion, he needs to again. It drives me crazy when he throws behind the receivers. Um, Moore at least that one there was bad throw, but he catched it. I think the ball definitely looks better. On the intermediate throws, it looks better. The deep throw, yes, he needs to. The reality is also, Smody says, I was surprised that he ran, but I'm sure the team is telling him, like, dude, don't run. Dude, don't run. You don't want to get hurt in the preseason. So he's a little bit more handcuffed that you will see him in the regular season. So teams are playing him not the same, right? They're not just pushing the defense in. They're just pushing everything out because, again, that's what they know he's probably not gonna run as much, and the defense don't wanna basically practice for a quarterback that they might not see again. And there's not another quarterback like him in the league. So what I want to see on the passing side, going where your comment is accurate passing, and for the deep throw at least around the receiver, right? His arm looks stronger than a lot of people give him credit for. But okay, so other than that, anything else you want to see?
I'm the one question mark I have is who are we gonna have on? I want to say it's left guard. Ever since Alex Lewis left, there's Illuminor, there's Ben Powers, and then James Hurst. I mean, each one of those are question marks. I mean, who do you think is going to be day one starter, I guess?
So after last week's game, I thought Luminor, and I'm not a big fan of Luminor, but he looked good. And the Green Bay Packers D-line is fairly good. But I just heard from somebody in the live stream that he got injured. So if he's really injured, that opens the door for Powers. I think Powers is second. I thought Powers first game looked great. Second game was good, not great. So if Illuminor is really injured and that opens the door for Powers and Powers starts and he balls out, then he's gonna be your week one, because the Eagles have a good D line. They have a really good D line from the defensive interior all the way to the outside rushers. The D line is solid. It's I think it's a top 5 D line in the league. So whoever starts, if they have a hell of a game, that's your week one starter. Because also remember, next week starters are not gonna play. So that's also gonna tell you a little bit who they think is gonna be the starter.
That's true. I have one last question.
Go ahead.
So gosh, what was I gonna say? I had a question. I just lost it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So in the first preseason game, we didn't see Lamar. Well, we didn't see Lamar running. We saw him throwing.
Mm-hmm.
In this past preseason game, we saw him do that one run, but he didn't. I mean, he still threw, but I didn't get to see a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
The game, like I said. I mean, do you think that run was maybe like a design so that people can like remember that he's still a running quarterback, or do you think it's him just being overly competitive?
That run, it was purely instant. The Ravens don't want him to run, but that is the type of run that you're gonna see a lot. He was looking to pass, nobody was open. He saw a lane and he took it. That's the and the reason is, on those runs, there's a lot more spacing. So I think his instance just took over. And dude, that I mean, I'm sure you watched it, but that run was it was sick. It was nasty. I said my tweet was it looked like a glitch from Madden. I mean, it was.
Oh no, it was beautiful.
It was impressive. I think it was just instant, and the guy's a playmaker. Anything else?
Yeah. No, thanks for having me.
Well, Asmodeus, I love that you call, man. Thank you. You're one of the guys that usually calls here every week. I appreciate the love. Thank you for coming to the stream like always. And Thursday, man, try to watch that game. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, definitely gonna be watching it.
Okay, man. Take care, bro.
Take care.
Okay. Let me see here. So Sang says, I want to see Lamar in the pocket, 30 miles, and a catch to make a touchdown and first down. Yes, hopefully that's what you're gonna see a lot. Pocket, and then I think Boykins is gonna get fed or forced a lot. I agree with you, Berlin. The path is there. I think that's what you see. Reggie, shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining. If I didn't say that before. He needs to work on location down the field. Yes, he does. When he scrambles, that's what. Oh, when he scrambles, that's what Big Ben, Russell Wilson, and Patrick Mahomes do. To extend and receivers to work on rerouting when he is scrambling. Yes, I agree with that, Reggie. He needs to. Sorry, I need to apologize. He needs to work on that. He needs to work on being accurate. Obviously that's just, he's not Big Ben. He's not Russell Wilson. He's definitely not Patrick Mahomes, but he's a hell of a quarterback for this team. He's saying this since last year. That he was the best quarterback for this team. Reality is, Reggie, is when this running attack is in all force, they're gonna be collapsing so much on the box that the throws are gonna be easier for him. He doesn't have to make the Big Ben throws or the Wilson or Patrick Mahomes throws. All he has to, the receivers should be fairly open, and he has the arm strength to get it there. Let me see here. That run was epic. I want to see more Justice Hill. He looks dangerous. Oh, you're gonna see a lot of Justice Hill for the last 2 games of the preseason. You're gonna see it on Thursday. You're gonna see it for the last game, no doubt in my mind. See here, Asmodia says, on a completely random side note, I recommend hiking the mountains. What mountains are you recommending? Because I want to take my daughters to hiking, especially for beginners. They're on the smaller side. Do you think Hollywood will play against the Eagles? Yes. I think he will play Eagles. I don't think he plays Redskins against the Redskins. So yes for the Eagles, no for the Redskins. The reality is the Eagles is the 3rd game. It's the dress rehearsal. Everybody's first team will play. I think he will get a couple of snaps. I need a couple, of receivers jamming or corners jamming him. I need for him to catch the ball, somebody tackle him. I need, for him to get some of that game feel, and for that foot to just hold strong, and then you get him the week off or the game off on the following week, and we come in against the Dolphins and kill them. Okay, so here says, are you going to be in Miami Dolphins game in Florida? No, man. Sadly, I'm not. And I don't know if you are in Florida. Let me see up here. Somebody recommended a group in Facebook from Florida. Florida Flock is the name of the group. It's from people. They are from Florida. So if you're a Florida resident, that was Raven76 Be More recommended Florida Flock on Facebook. So that's for saying. So if you haven't done that, just check them out if you're from Florida. Smodio says I was in Shenandoah. Here's awesome. It's pretty good for beginners. Just beware of bears. I hear it's awesome, and not the folks from Chicago. Yeah, I heard there's bears, and yeah, I heard all that. Okay, guys. So if anybody's gonna call, probably the next 10 minutes, because I'm closing the stream, or you can put questions in the chat. And for the people that are watching this on replay, always on the live streams, please leave out comments. And sorry, I know there's one guy that always says that I bang on the table. I'm trying my best to get, to not do that as much. Okay, so can you put mute, please?
Hello?
Okay, hi man, can you mute the stream?
Yeah, this is Johnny.
Hey Johnny, can you mute the stream so because I can hear the feedback?
Oh, my fault.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Let me finish these comments and stay in the line. And for the other person that call, hold on, and you can be next. I need to see how he takes a hit. Yes. And how he runs after the hit and the NFL players. Yes. Jose Garcia, what up, man? Are you going to the Hoboken games? Yes, yes. Saying I'm going to the Cardinals game. I'll be there. I'm gonna try to go to the Browns game, and I'm going to the Patriots game. Okay, so this is Johnny, right?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
How you doing, bro?
Chilling, man. You already?
Go Ravens, go Ravens. I can't wait for this thing to start officially. I mean, we kind of are, right? We're in that, like, cup of tea, getting ready, getting our juices. I telling my wife the other day, it's like, man, soon a Sunday is going to be like waking up, just having breakfast,
Excited.
getting
Crazy,
the
nervous.
grill. Oh, my God, getting that grill ready, grilling out. And then at 1 p.m., as I tell anybody that comes here and watches the game with me, at 1 p.m., that grill fire starts off. Shut the grill down. I'm ready for the game. Don't talk about if you need. No. Put that order before 1 p.m. At 1 p.m., I'm shutting everything down. So, do you watch the game on Thursday?
So, what about the game on Thursday?
Well, do you watch the game on Thursday?
Yeah, I watched it, but I'm more worried about what you're worried about, which is Cyrus Jones.
Okay.
At that nickel spot. Now, I personally think that's going to be a big obstacle for us for the season. Is having my man, what's his name? What's his name? Trayvon? I don't know his name.
Yeah, Tavon Young.
Trayvon. Young. Having him out for the season is going to be real difficult for us, man. Because I think most of the teams, like good teams, even like the Eagles that we see this Thursday, Patriots, they all got some slot people that kill us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I just feel like I don't know. I still think we're gonna do good. But I think Young is a big piece of our defense, man. And hopefully my man Board can step up and control that middle too. So my other thing is, what do you think of Board so far in the preseason? Now I'm explaining after what you said. I'm explaining why you think of that. What do you think of Board, Chris Board?
So Board, in my opinion, when I went and saw him in camp itself, he looked awesome. On the game, he's looked okay, not great, not as good as he looked in camp. In camp, he definitely looked more comfortable. My biggest problem with Board, this drives me crazy. For all of you guys that think that Mosley couldn't cover, Board's faster than Mosley. But when Board's out of position, instead of backpedaling, I see him do at least 5 times. He turns his head completely back to the quarterback and runs to try to get to wherever he was supposed to be. Like he took the wrong decision or he misread the snap. So he's just trying to catch up. And I'm like, dude, at least backpedal, because at that point, as soon as you turn that head, the ball can just come and just graze your helmet. You're not going to see it. You're not going to make the play. So, not hating on Board, I think he's a good player. But there's definitely a couple of things that he needs to clean up. Because on the passing game specifically, Kenny Young doesn't do that as much. But Kenny Young is a hot and cold kind of guy right now. When he's on his game, he was playing great, but the other week he wasn't really playing, up to par. And he's one of my favorite players in the team.
Well, but my thing with Board is the reason he does everything good. That's why he's going to start, I believe, over Kenny Young, because I just think his now I did see that what you're talking about though, him turning his back to the defense. To the offense. And I think that, like you said, he's going to get better feel of it. But that's just him trying to get to his spot real quick.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I really just think this year in general, we got a good chance I won't say win the Super Bowl, but we got a good chance to go deep in the playoffs. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, my prediction, I have a video on my playlist of my record prediction. I have them going to the second round of the playoffs. So winning the first, and then on the second one, I think I have them losing, or maybe in the AFC champion. I can't remember now. I don't have the. Who do I have
Who you got
winning?
beating us?
Oh man, you're putting me in the spot. I can't remember. I think it was maybe it was KC, or maybe it was the Colts. I can't remember right now.
Yeah, I think we better than both.
So to be honest, I don't think there's any team that is significantly better than us. Like I don't think there's a team that we cannot beat. I don't think there's a team that we cannot beat. I think the game that have us losing was we're going on the road. I think I had the Saints winning it all. I think that's the team that had them winning it all. So
Yeah, they tough.
So it wasn't even the AFC. It was in the NFC, the champion. But so going back to the other comment that you were saying, the slot corner for me, yes. For some reason, again, Cyrus Jones started last week, and against a second street quarterback, against a not super high slot corner.
That's what I'm saying. I was seeing.
No, go ahead.
I was seeing articles saying he did good talking about X, Y, Z. I was like, yo, the shit I watch, he sucked.
I don't like him, dude. I don't like him in the return game either. Again, I know for me that's an unpopular opinion for most people in Baltimore because he's a local. But even as a return guy, I don't think he attacks the ball as much as he should. He lets a lot of punts bounce back and we're losing yardage. But as a cover guy, he was even worse. The problem is he got that pick six and everybody got excited. I'm like, okay, that was like as a third stream and he did jump the route. And the pick was in the slot-ish, but he wasn't playing slot in that moment. He just cut the guy.
He was zone.
Yes, exactly. And we don't play zone that much. We play man. And what he did against Green Bay was he was playing man, but he was playing so off the ball that the catches, he was making the tackles. He probably had a bunch of tackles.
That's what I'm saying. It was going on.
But he was giving the catch, basically. He was giving the catch because he was trying to make sure nobody burned him. So, yeah, I'm not a fan. Again, what I said earlier was give me Averett because I haven't seen him in the slot. Give him an opportunity. And a worse candidate for me has been decent. He's not great, but I'll take him over Cyrus Jones. That's what I think.
Yeah, I hate Kennedy too, though. Man, we need to figure that out, man. That's my only thing, man. And, I appreciate you live. I appreciate you having me on the call and keep doing your thing, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you for sure. Thank you for calling. I'll see you next time.
No doubt. And everybody like that. Everybody like to hit that like button. Stop playing, man. If I come in your room and slap one of y'all. Stop.
I appreciate it, bro. Take care.
All right, bro.
Okay. Phone lines are open. I might take one or two. I know somebody called when when Johnny was there. In the meantime, I know I missed a bunch of comments here. Oh, there's the call. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Yo, is this Sonny?
Yep.
What's up, Sonny? It's your boy Sutton Down.
Hey, man. Give me a second. Stay on the line. I'm just going to read through some comments real quick, and then I hit you up, okay? Stay there. So, sure. Sam says, I'll be at the Steelers game on December 28th birthday, man. Well, hopefully the Ravens deliver. I think they will. A W for you. If you ain't eating until after the game. Well, man, so Asmodeus, I eat throughout the game because you know what? The Ravens, even though I love them, they take years out of my life because I'm stressed. Because the Ravens, even if we were playing a crappy team, they ain't blowing nobody out. They like to keep it interesting. You know, it's like a movie. So they keep you engaged. Charles 7 has something to prove. Yes, they do. Josh, this is a Webby jersey. I love my boy Webb. I can't turn around right now. But yeah, Darius, one of my favorite Ravens. I want us to be getting the most interceptions, pick six. I don't think, again, our defense is not. That's what they have, Earl. But I don't think our defense is constructed to get a lot of picks. When you're playing a lot of tight man, picks is not what happens a lot. Mostly is very few yards, a lot of 3 and outs, but not necessarily a lot of turnovers. That's why last year you didn't have a lot of turnovers. And then a couple of you guys are predicting records. Okay. Sutton, what up, man? Thank you for calling, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. You know, I'll be here on Monday nights at 9 o'clock. tune in. But I just had a couple questions. First about Lamar,
Okay.
and also just our offensive playbook. So last season, you saw Lamar get thrown into a Marty Morningweg, Joe Flacco tailored offense
Mm.
where he wasn't really, kind of let loose like how he was at the end of the wild card round against the Chargers in the fourth quarter. When the playbook was kind of opened up for him because we were down and he needed to throw the ball all around the field, and he did. But now, like in the preseason and even in last season, you saw him throwing a lot of short routes, crossing routes, slants. But we've seen how well he can perform when he has to throw the ball down the field, when he has to throw the ball, all over the field. So when do you think, or at what point do you think Greg Roman will kind of open up the playbook for Lamar to kind of throw the ball all around the field to make the plays that he needs to make in order for us to make a deep playoff run? Because you can't make a deep playoff run being the type of team that we are. And I hate to say it as a Ravens fan, but like just running all the time, you can do exactly what the Chargers did, put 8 DBs on the field, and then that kind of gets shut down. So at what point do you think that Greg Roman kind of realizes that and lets Lamar kind of do what he needs to do as a quarterback to throw?
Okay. Week 1. The reality is, Greg Roman and Harbaugh knows that everybody's coming to load that box. They're just that's gonna be the default defense. Load that box. So what's gonna happen is, I feel like how this team is gonna come. They're gonna do a couple runs, but they're probably gonna come and try to throw a couple balls early in the game to try to push that defense back a little bit, and then run and throw. But yeah, in that playoff game, as soon as Marty said, "Oh, by the way, yeah, we should throw because why not?" The space on the secondary was so much that Lamar was making completion because there weren't that difficult passes to be made, and that's what I'm expecting. When these boxes are gonna be so loaded, the passes that she's gonna be making are gonna be, I think, in the media, basically 8 to 12 yards. I think it's gonna be a lot of those. He has the weapons. Both tight ends, and Boyle also in the flat, but both tight ends are good for that intermediate throws. Snead as a chain mover. I keep saying Hollywood, if they're really going to stock the box, Hollywood should just come near the slot and then just make a dragger and go through traffic and pop on the other side. Whoever the receivers on the other side should just go a deep route to just basically leave that shallow cross there. And then if the corner stays with the deep route, then Hollywood should be there for short completion that he can make a longer, he can have yak yardage. He can make it a 15, 20-yard completion. So I think week 1 we should be seeing just the playbook open up a little bit. That's just.
So, and
Go ahead.
I was going to say, like, another thing, in terms of, like, I guess you could say our top 3 receivers right now are going to be Willie Snead, Miles Boykin, and Hollywood Brown. You might be able to throw Chris Moore in there. I'm not a big Chris Moore fan myself, but those 3 players are the top 3. Which ones of those do you think will probably lead us in receiving yards this season?
I mean, right now, they look like they love Boykins, probably because of his big frame. If Boykin doesn't start dropping too many balls, I think Boykins of the receivers. If not, I think Chris Moore. Because it looks like Lamar tends to also throw it to him. But you didn't put. You said Snead there?
Yeah, Snead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Boykin Brown. Okay. Because I would argue that probably Snead is number 1 and then Boykins on yardage this year.
And then another question I had: how confident are you in our? I mean, I know I always ask this because you might know by now I'm big on Trace McSorley. I know he's thrown 2 picks in his first 2 preseason games, but I kind of like what I'm seeing out of him. Do you like what you're seeing out of him? Are you confident if he has to start at some point in the season or what?
Okay, so a couple things. I like what I've seen for him. As a 6th-round rookie, He's played really good, in my opinion. That being said, I would not be confident for him to start. I think, as of right now, if RG3 is ready for week 1, I will say McSorley's a practice squad guy. The reason why is I don't think no team. How you do the practice squad is you look at your player, you say, I would love to keep him. I don't think he can contribute anything this year. But I don't think nobody else will be able to take him because he's not ready. The problem that I have with him is he stares at the receivers. The reason why he has 2 picks is he literally snaps the ball. He's already looking at the guy. You're just making the life easier for a second and third string corners. Imagine what's gonna happen against a starter. RG3 is better than McSorley right now. Now, that being said, I think McSorley has shown me a lot of good things. I'm excited about McSorley. I think next year, we probably don't need to bring RG3 because McSorley will learn, right? Under this year, a year under this team, he will learn. And I think he is. At the beginning when we drafted him, I wasn't sure how much of a quarterback he could be because the dude is tiny. I don't know if you've ever seen him. Wow, when I went to the game against the Green Bay Packers, he looks like a little boy next to man. Like, he looks tiny. But he can throw. He has actually a really good arm. And he is mobile. Not as Lamar, but he is mobile. So I like him a lot. I like him, I would say, next year for being a backup. But this year, I think there's a lot of things for him to grow. Unless RG3 is not ready, then you keep him. The people that were saying Callahan, I think, is the other guy we have. Why is he not being considered? Callahan is average at best. Is he better than McSorley now? I think he's about the same, but Callahan's been in the league for a while. McSorley, again, a 6th-round pick. The person that I compare McSorley a lot, also a 6th-round pick from the Ravens, Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor used to do that a lot, stare receivers a lot. And he learned, and he has been productive in the NFL, so I think that's what hopefully we can get out of McSorley.
Well, I got one more little curveball for you, I guess.
Go ahead.
So I was talking to one of my buddies today, and we were talking about Saints backup quarterback Taysom Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to convince me that Taysom Hill is a better NFL caliber quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Now, he was saying this because Taysom Hill in his first couple of preseason debuts or whatever, preseason games, he was throwing the ball well. He was running just as well as Lamar Jackson, maybe not just as well, but pretty well. And being elusive, being able to dance around the pocket. For any of you guys who haven't seen Taysom Hill's latest preseason highlights, I would suggest you go watch them. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're impressive.
What do you think? Do you think that Taysom Hill is an NFL caliber quarterback, and do you think that he matches up with a guy like Lamar Jackson?
Okay, can he be a caliber quarterback? Yes, and the reality is Hill is benefiting from being behind Brees. Now, Taysom Hill has an advantage right now over Lamar. He's able to run. Lamar basically is being told not to run, and I don't want him to run. Hill's basically saying, go there and play football, my friend, because I'm not counting on you to play quarterback as soon as the year starts. Not even to be the backup. If Brees gets hurt, they're putting Teddy Bridgewater. That tells you what the Saints think of him as a quarterback. Not as a football player, as a quarterback. And he's doing it against second and probably most of the reps against third-string players. He's not going against first-streamers like Lamar is. Put Lamar against third-string players. People that are going to be delivering. Nothing wrong for people that do delivery, but these guys are not going to be in the NFL. So, yes, what he is playing is against lower competition. So, on his runs, he's used to, when he's running, playing against first caliber defense. So, third caliber for him is like, these people, I can just juke them all day long. Lamar did it like that small sample, that one run, it was all first team. He took his boy, Alexander, he hurdled over him, right? And Alexander knows Lamar. He knows how he played. And even with that, he couldn't predict what Lamar was going to do. So, no. they're not in the same level. I think Lamar's way better than Tyson Hill, but Hill's gonna look better because again, third string quarterback or their string defense, and he's not gonna be handcuffed right now like Lamar is. Lamar is basically, essentially, what they're going right now. They're telling Lamar, go be Joe Flacco for the preseason. Play action, 2, 3, 4, 5-step drop. I need you to work on timing and just throwing. Don't try not to run. That run was just purely instant.
All right, man. Thank you for answering my questions, and thanks for having me on as always. And take care, man. Go Ravens.
Go Ravens, and thank you for calling, bro. I know you always hit the live stream, so I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
No problem.
Okay, guys, I might have time for one more call, so if anybody wants to call, hit it out. Let me see here. Reggie says we need to be able to make adjustments. We have not been good on that in the past. I agree with you, Reggie. We need to be ready for Patriots, Chiefs, and Seahawks and the Rams. There has to be games where we pass more than run. I would say we need to just be ready to adjustment. Either running, passing, whatever. But we have to be able to make adjustments. Josh Aaron says the spread. Oh, wait. I hope we play West Coast playbook like or the spread playbook. Your new was streaming live. I think by enough. Oh, your new was streaming now. Oh, okay. I didn't know Noob was gonna stream now. Josh says no wait. Javon says Chris Moore is growing on me. Yes, I wasn't super high on Chris Moore, but he has been playing good. He other than Boykins, you know what? Chris Moore has been more consistent than Boykins so far in the preseason. Not as time as Kyle Murray. He looks like a kid on the field. Yeah, but Kyle Murray looks short, but Kyle Murray is stocky. Trace McSorley is not only not very high, but he's thinner. This is no knock on Trace. I like what I seen from the kid, but that's what I think. Let me see here. Do you think Vepik will do well in the Vikings? I hope so. Let's be honest. If he has been practicing in the AFC North Stadium, I don't know if he kept practicing last year, which I'm assuming he did. Vikings is a dome. He plays the Lions twice a year as a dome, and then the Bears will be hard, and the Packers will be hard. But he had the leg. Vepik looked good. I'm rooting for him. Look who's here. Shout out to Team Keep It Clean. Thank you for joining the live stream, man. Thank you, San. And Max. Yes, in Raven, Team Keep It Clean. Okay, so a couple of things before we close this out. Thursday. I did this last week. If you haven't followed me through Instagram, please do. I did a live on Instagram on the halftime. So I'll do the same thing this week. Instead of opening YouTube takes a lot of stuff to prepare for YouTube. I'm just going to open it on my phone. A couple of you joined that live stream through IG. I don't know if I can push it on Facebook too, but if you haven't liked my Facebook page, please do, because I'm going to probably try to stream on both places. What else? If you're in a fantasy football league, please make sure you follow the Yahoo whatever notifications, because again, you guys are all spread out. Me and News should be on Wednesday on News channel for the live stream. Thursday it's gonna be a really good game with the Eagles, and we'll see who plays the slot corner, guys. Also, please, if you can, a lot of you guys, again, I know because I keep getting like, why you don't have Super Chat? I cannot have Super Chat. I'm not monetized. But the biggest favor you can do is just share my channel. Just share my channel. I'm trying to grow the channel. Just share my channel, and that will help me grow. That will help me get a little closer to monetization, and then we can have Super Chat and all that. So I appreciate. Let me see here. CG going live on IG. Yeah, man. I'm doing it on halftime. That's what I'm doing my live. It's just a quick little live. It was just maybe 10 minutes at most, 5 minutes at most. I don't know. Yeah, man, we all live here in Raven. Raven is one of the guys that showed me a lot of my trades. So, did you do? Oh no, in Raven, no. And thank you for reminding me. So guys, if you want, 'cause I have received a couple of videos already, but if you want to be part of the, I'm gonna put a montage out, a video of all the fans saying to the Ravens, "Good luck this year. Wish you kick ass." Try to keep it clean as much as you can. But last year we did it to say thank you to the Ravens. When the season was over, Stanley, Weddle, and a couple other players tweeted about it, about the video. I contact the team's social media, so they passed it to the players. So, if you can, send a 30-second to 1-minute video to so send me a quick video, nothing super fancy. I'm gonna put everything. If I need to clean it up a little bit in post-prod, I will. But just send me a video of you with your cell phone or whatever saying thank you or not thank you. Hopefully you have a great season, wishing them luck. Thank you for representing Baltimore and all that. So if you want to be part of that, I put the email there in the stream. So you just go ahead, check that out, send me the video, and I would like it by no later than Thursday morning, because I want to start editing over the weekend. I want to throw that video next week after preseason game number 3. Okay, guys. Anyway, thank you for joining the live stream. It was good. Like always, thank you for everybody that joined. Please don't forget, if you can, like it and share. I will see you guys next time. Join me in IG on Thursday, New Bulls channel on Wednesday. Take care, guys. Peace out.